Hey guys, welcome to Android Academy. This is the second part of the database application, that is the contact application. So if you haven't seen the first video, the link is in the description bar below. Go ahead and watch this video first and then watch this video. So basically we have made a contact class so far, and in that we have added three elements, that is ID, name and phone number. So open it. We have done these things. Now we will make another class. So do it quickly. This class will be for handling our database. So we will be writing SQLite Database handler class. We need to write our own class to handle all database CRUD operations, that is create, read, update and delete. So do that and name it database handler and click on finish. Now you will see this. Now since it is database handler class, it will extend some inbuilt class, and for that we will have to write extends SQLite open helper. And for using this class we will have to import something. You can see that here. If you click here, you will have to import android.database.sqlite. For using Android OS's inbuilt functionalities, we have to extend it by using this SQLite Open Helper. It is giving one more error. Oh, we'll have to add unimplemented methods. So you can do that. Um, like this. It will add two methods, on create and on upgrade. Now just ignore that error. It will go after some time. We'll have to first add some basic elements of our database, that is the database version, its name and table names. I'm so sorry, table names. So for that we'll make some private variables. So write private static final int database version is equal to 1. This is the database version. Then again we'll have to write private static final and string database name is equal to contacts manager. You can write any name here. Then private static final string table contacts is equal to contact. So we have added the version, name of the database and table name. After that, we'll have to add the table columns. Table columns, that is ID, name, and phone number. For that, write private static final string. This is going to repeat, so I'll just copy it. String key ID is equal to ID. Then this key name is equal to name, and key phone number is equal to phone number. This should be matching with the name of this should be matching with the element name in our contact class, that is small case ID, name, and phone underscore number, and this can be anything. Save it, and after that we'll make a constructor. So public, as you all know, constructor doesn't return anything. Constructor doesn't have any return type, so we'll write public and the class name, that is database handler. This. Now it will take some input, that is the context, and it will take the context from super class. If you want to make an advanced Android application, then you need some advanced knowledge about Java. Like here, the super. The super is for the super class. Since the database handler class is extending SQLite Open Helper class, that means this class is the subclass of this class. That is, SQLite Open Helper is the super class, and the super method here will get the context from its super class and give it to this subclass. It has four parameters: null and database. So as you can see, the super will have four parameters. First one will be the context, database name, and this will be null always. And the last one will be the version of your database. Then save it. Now we'll have to create tables. We'll do it in the onCreate method, because after creating this class we'll make tables. So if you don't know anything about database and how to write queries, then I recommend you to learn the basics, like how to make table and at least basic methods, basic operations, that is create, modify, and um, create, read, modify, and delete. These four operations. You can do this by going to www.w3schools, www.w3schools. There are so many tutorials for database, MySQL database, and other databases. Then we'll For firing a query in using Java, we'll have to make a string and fire a query. So we'll make a string for create table. Since we are creating table, so I'm naming the query as create table, and it is basically like this: create table, and inside that, sorry, create table, table name, and then this is I'm commenting this. Inside that you write, this is how you create, and then you add the fields, that is the attributes. If the primary attribute is id, then id, and its data type int, and then if it is a primary key, then primary key, comma, then name, its data type is varchar 2, and it takes 30 characters, and it is not primary key. And again, phone number varchar 2, since it is a string, and it takes phone number is of 10 characters, hence it is 10. Like that you write a query in SQL. So we'll be doing this only, but we will have to make use of these variables. So first we'll write create table, then table name. Table name is um, contacts, right? Table name is contacts. So we can use write here as it is contacts, or we can also do it like this: contacts, sorry, table name, the variable name, table contacts. It will be as it is. Then after that we'll have to uh, make add this. So do that, and after that id, you can also write id, and I'll be writing id is this, key id is value, then I'll write it key id. Then after that the data type is integer here, and it is the primary key, and comma, don't forget the comma, and then we will be writing name, so we will write plus key name, then its data type is varchar 2, that is text. You can also write text, so text, comma, and after that phone number, so key phone number, text, there is no comma, it is completing the parenthesis, so complete the parenthesis, and after that semicolon. So this is our query basically. You can also write it this way: string. I'm creating another query, create table new, whatever you can name it, whatever, then create table, table name is contact, so contacts, then this, and inside this id, integer, primary key, comma, name, text, comma, phone number, text. You can write it like this also. Save it and oh, for using the context, we'll have to import Android.content. So go ahead and do that. We'll also have to update it. If you make an application and you make some improvements in that application, then you don't you just upgrade it. So you basically dump all the data and make new tables. For that, here in the onUpgrade method, write db dot execute SQL. It's short for execute SQL, that is execute query. And inside that, we'll have to write a query for dropping the table. So it is like drop table if exists. That means if already the table contacts is existing, then you will have to drop it and create it again. So you can also write it tags or table con. Now we will create a table. So when we are upgrading, we will drop the existing table and create a new one. Hence, we will just call the function onCreate, and inside that will pass our database, that is DB. Now we will write methods for all the CRUD operations, that is cre create a new contact, that is adding a new contact, then reading it, updating it, and deleting it. So I'm just writing the definition method definition. We will add the body next time in the next part of this tutorial. Then get a contact, that is reading a contact. So write public contact, it will read a contact, so its return type is contact. Public contact get contact int ID. The next one is get all contacts. So public list of contacts, it will be a list of all the contacts. There can be multiple um, contacts. Hence, we will use a list data type, get all contacts, and then the next one is get count of contacts, that is how many contacts we have. If you want to know that, then this method will give us the count of all the contacts we have, and its return type will be int. You can name the methods anything you want. I am naming it get contacts count because then I'll know that which method is doing what function. The next one is update a contact. For that, I'm writing public int update contact, and it will take as parameter a contact which we want to update, and it is returning integer so that we will know that this contact is updating. Then we'll create a method for deleting a contact. That's all for today. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you watch the next video for the next part of this tutorial. Thank you.